Hey guys, welcome to Books and Blue Stockings. I'm Betty Bookworm and I read way too much into things. So, with the advent of the phenomenon known as Marie Kondoing, I have come to the conclusion that it is probably time for me to donate some things that do not spark joy. And under Marie Kondo's suggestion, it's probably wise to have around 30 books in your house. I have a small apartment, so maybe there is some, truth in that. So, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to tidy up some books that no longer spark joy. All right, so here are some books. Let's see if I can do any of these not spark joy. Well, here's the hard part about this. I don't know if they don't spark joy yet because this is the shelf that I designate to the books that I haven't read yet. And I know there's a lot of books on here that I haven't read yet, and that's a problem. But I'm Betty Bookworm, always reading or trying to read more. Except this one. This one is at the end because I tried really, really hard to get into it and I just couldn't. This one gave me nightmares. Like horrific, horrific nightmares. These are also books that I haven't read yet. They're on the second shelf, the shelf of the books that I've already read, because I ran out of space on this shelf, as you can see. Or maybe I can fit them on there. And these are books that I have read. These are not the only books that I've read. We'll get to those in a second. But I've talked a lot about some of these books on Betty Bookworm, and I plan to talk about some of these books on Betty Bookworm. Here's one, To Make Monsters Out of Girls. Another one, going to talk about Horns. That was actually written by Stephen King's son, who is an accomplished author in his own right, Joe Hill. And here's our February book of the month. Hey! These are notebooks. Some of these notebooks I've written in, some of them I haven't. But these are full of stories that I've written. So I can't give away stories that I've written. They spark joy. Even the sad parts, when I was particularly emo. What's this stuff? I should probably clean that out. But anyway, moving on. Well, these are all Alice in Wonderland books. And I love Alice in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland sparks joy. So naturally, I have to keep these. Naturally. Ooh. Future Betty Bookworm topic. And maybe not. Haven't decided. What is this? It's supposed to write things on it. I'm going to put it right there. Yeah, there we are. Oh, I had so much fun talking about these books. They're so weird and trippy, and I freaking love them. Oh, they spark too much joy. I can't give those away. Oh my goodness, Bookman's Tale. I already love Shakespeare, but this book kind of reinforced my love of Shakespeare. This book, I never really liked Jane Austen to begin with. It's all about Jane Austen, and she was never my favorite. I know I'm a very bad feminist for saying that. I'm not saying she's not a great writer. She is. The stories just weren't my thing, but I love Charlie Lovett as a writer, so it does spark a little bit of joy. It does. And this, the best book ever written. This sparks so much joy. I want to be buried with this book. That's how much I love this book. Anyway. Oh my goodness, it's my Sarah Addison Allen collection. I've described these books as antidepressants in book form. Oh, and here's some more sentimental Southern progressive writings, or as progressive as you could be in the 80s and mid 90s. I've talked about all these books on the shelf, and I love them way too much. They spark a lot of joy. Asylum for Wayward Victorian Girls. I'm not going to say that the story particularly makes me happy, but everything Emily Autumn does sparks a little bit of joy in me. So yeah, keeping that. Let's see. I've talked about all of these on Betty Bookworm too. Good memories. Ah, love you, Dame Darcy. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Ooh, we got some young adult literature here. You know, I probably should grow up and stop reading young adult literature, but I'm not going to. Yeah, growing up sounds horrible. Oh, and we got some Chuck Palahniuk here. Some Chuck Palahniuk. Let's see, which one of these books? Most of these books spark joy, except I like it. You know what? I'm going to keep this one just because I feel like we need to talk about this one in the future. Ooh, hey Emily Autumn, what's up? Well, I can't get rid of this shelf. This is like my reference library. This is where I go when I want to write books about, vampires or fairies or witches. There's a lot of witch shit in this bookshelf. Yeah, and weird stuff. Look at all the weird stuff. I love I got this at a bookstore at the Renaissance Festival because there are now bookstores at the Renaissance Festival. And no, maybe I haven't read all of them, but there's still a potential to spark joy there, right? Right? And again, this is my reference library. I might as well throw out my internet if I throw out any of these books, right? Right. Yeah, I don't have a problem. No problems here. So, I've done it. I have selected some books that no longer spark joy, and yeah, I am going to donate them. Yeah. Here they are. First, I'm going to donate The Political History of the USA, One Nation Under God. This definitely does not spark joy, as politics don't really spark joy, especially in this day and age. Unless we're talking about AOC. I love you, Alexandria. And I'm also donating The Duff. I really, really, really wanted to like this book. And the movie, though it was better than the book, you know what? We need to talk about that probably soon. We need to talk about the issues with both The Duff, the book, and the movie. So yeah. So yes, these are the 2 books that I shall be donating. That puts me at around 30 books, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm in that realm. So yeah, I just want to do a quick blurb about Marie Kondo. She's adorable and awesome, and she's like an expert in her field. They gave her a Netflix show. They don't just pass out those lightly. If they did, I would be on Netflix. And we all know that's not happening anytime soon. Hire me, Netflix. I talk about books and feminism and witchcraft. But seriously, I saw a lot of hate directed at Marie Kondo because she was all like, you should only have 30 books ideally. She meant personally for her. For her, 30 books is a good thing. She didn't mean throw away your books. That is not what she said at all. If your books spark joy, keep them. Keep them. Keep the books. My books spark joy, so I'm keeping them. Some clothes that I have, they don't spark joy. So I'm donating them. Anyway, hashtag love you, Marie Kondo. You're awesome. I'll vote for you for president. Run for president. Or, AOC should run for president and Marie Kondo should be her running mate. 2020 would be so hopeful. Thanks for watching. I'm Betty Bookworm, and I'm gonna go donate these. Eventually. Probably. Possibly? I don't know. I might need them later.